first thing you're probably going to want to do, above this World Cup table, write down the definition I put on the whiteboard. It's about functions. I've already mentioned function notation a couple times when we did things. And theoretically, this whole packet should be reviewed. So if you are a person who remembers a lot, you're welcome to work ahead and check out things and whatever. Part of the reason I like giving packets is because if people are at different levels, I mean, like, you can work ahead because you have all of it right there. And everything in this pack is kind of what we're trying to go through by Thursday. Sounds like a lot, but it's actually not, since a lot of it is our notes. So something is a function if every input has only one output. Do you need a packet or something, right?
Packet probably.
I remembered your last one was quite crumpled. Do you need a folder as well? I've got folders. Okay, there are more packets on that back shelf. Do any of you remember talking about functions last year? Okay, because I mainly want to know how fast I should go through the topic. Okay, I only saw a couple head nods. I'm taking that as a lot of you either don't remember it or, you know, whatever it be. Okay, the word input and output should be far on the left. Oh, you. That is definitely not it. Oh, I forgot about those. That's from another teacher that's in here. I forgot she had stuff in the back too. I'll always put our algebra stuff over on the left. Okay, so the input and output is what most people get confused by if they do. Input is basically just what the info you're looking at. Most people call that the X's, but it doesn't matter what you call it. The output is the answers you get. Who did we say we were going to start every day with? Did we pick somebody in this class yet? Perfect. Emily, do you want to answer or do you want to pass it on? Excellent. If you, well, let's see, we'll go E for Emily. If you hit the E key on a keyboard, what do you expect to happen? Perfect. If you hit the E key, you expect an E will show up. That is an example of a function. Because if I hit the E key, only one thing should happen. So a function doesn't have to be an equation or math setup. It's just a situation. If I hit the E key a second time and a J shows up, well, that would be an example of not a function, because hitting the E key had more than one thing happen. Now, obviously, a keyboard would be totally worthless if that ever happened. Computers are fully built on functions. All the programming they do to make computer stuff is built on functions. You guys aren't old. I shouldn't say you're not old enough. Do any of your parents have like old classic computers? Yeah? Oh, perfect. Before Windows and Mac OS, there was no pictures. Like when you opened up a computer, you had to type in everything you wanted done. And once somebody realized that, then they coded Windows, you know, Bill Gates, so that you could use a mouse and click on things instead of having to type in everything. But everything's built on functions. So we are going to look at this giant table of World Cup info, and it clearly has a lot of info. It's like 3 separate problems, because you've got the year tied to a whole bunch of info. And if I remember correctly, we will alternate what we go by. It's kind of annoying because that table is much bigger than my actual screen. Emily, who are you calling on? Or would you like to roll the bingo roller? Excellent. I feel like it's time to pull it out and give it a shot. let's get rid of these books that we had to study last year. Did your guys' as middle school teachers complain a lot about the READ Act and the reading classes they had to take? Well, maybe they were better than me and didn't complain about it publicly. I believe this is the one. So we only need the number from this. So when you roll it, oh, where'd the cup go? Oh, we can use Darth Vader. Just don't drop it. He's not plastic. Here's the big roller for the hour. So you roll it that direction. Other way. Other way. There we go. And it should fall out, roll to you. What number is on there? 10. Who is number 10? Peyton. Are you excited? It's all right, fair enough. It's Monday morning. Peyton, who won the World Cup in 2006? Italy. Perfect. Okay. Next person. Yep, excellent. 13. Nobody. 32 is, wait, Titus? Who's gone? It's not a foolproof system. 35. Ada. Do you want to go or do you want to pass? Okay. Roll again.
23.
Natalie, do you want me to ask question number 2, or do you feel like these straightforward ones were super easy?
You can ask number 2.
Okay. When Argentina won the World Cup, how many goals were scored?
Which one?
Ah, that's a good point. All 3.
102.
102, comma,
132.
132, comma,
172.
172. Perfect. Oh, you guys aren't writing these answers down. Fill out your packet. Open your packet like this so you can see both. It works easier. That's why I was saying comma, because I was trying to help you guys fill it out. Should we repeat the answers? Okay. Question number 1, 2006, was Italy. Question number 2 was 102, comma, 132, comma, 172. Oh, Emily, you ready? 27, the lucky winner is Maddie. Maddie, does knowing the year of the tournament tell you who the winner is? I don't know why I can't hear.
No.
Oh, good. So if I just list you a year, you'll be able to look and tell me the winner. I think you were thinking the reverse. Okay? So yes, so if I give you a year, you would be able to give me one specific answer. So that makes it a function. And I know that's not the question, but I want you to write that in there. The year and the winner is a function, because if I give you a year, you would only be able to give me one possible answer. So question 1 and question 3 are tied together. Question 2 and question 4 are tied together. Does anybody need me to repeat what I said for the year? Okay? The year and the winner is a function because if I ask or give you a year, you would only be able to give me one answer. Essentially, the whole point of this packet is determine functions. And so a lot of what we're going to be doing over the next handful of days is just determining that in a lot of different variety of methods. Okay, Emily, who do we have as a winner for number 4?
Number 1.
Oh, that's rare. You want to be number 1 or number 37?
I'll make 37.
Oh, I don't know why I asked that. Okay. Henry, the winner. Do you want me to read number 4 off you? Oh, okay. Does knowing who won the tournament determine how many goals are scored? So this goes along with question 2. So if I say Argentina, would you only be able to give me one possible answer? No, because we wrote 3 answers down for number 2. Question number 2 said Argentina, and when we looked up Argentina, there were 3 different answers. So, question 4, the answer is no. Because if I asked you to look up Argentina, there are 3 different answers. So number 4 is not a function. It'll take you a little bit to figure out what a function is, like an idea of a function. But once you get it, it absolutely clicks and it'll fly through it. Okay, number 5, the penultimate, ultimate question, because this person should be able to answer it now that we've had some examples. 30. Skylar. If I ask you, let me rephrase that. If I give you a host country to look up, would you be able to tell me the year as a function? So what you are going to do is look for what? Find out if any host country is on there more than once. Because the way something is not a function is if you find something that has 2 different answers, 2 or more. So, is any host country on there more than once? Mexico. Mexico is on there more than once. Look at that. So, next to Mexico, I see 1970 and I see 1986. So that means if you're looking at Mexico, it is not a function because there is not only one answer to give. Okay, nice job. It's hard to look everything up on the spot, so I'm not too worried about it. Are we feeling a little bit more confident about if something is a function? Okay? The hardest part is determining inputs, outputs. Inputs is what you search for. Outputs is the answer. Okay, so having said that, at the bottom of the page there is a table. Emily, do you want to roll? If you ever get sick of rolling, you can give it to somebody else too. There's always volunteers.
24.
Nobody. Desk is empty.
9.
Tyson. All right. Look at how excited you are to answer. So there's a table in the lower left under A. Which ones are the inputs?
X.
Perfect. Okay. Now automatically I'm looking through that and I see every X is different. right? So it's impossible to have more than one answer because we only have one of each. So I don't even need to look at the right-hand column to be able to say, is this a function or not?
Yeah.
Yes, this is a function. Circle yes. Each x has only one answer. I guarantee some people were unsure because there's two different -3's. Is that correct? Okay. It's okay, two different x's can have the same answer. All we care about is that each x only has one answer. We don't care if it's always the same. They just can't have different answers. Like one x can't have different answers. Good. Okay. Boy, we're getting all the single numbers. Was it It was Maven, right? Yeah, Maven. Would you like me to read it out for you and try to?
Yes.
Okay. So X, the input, is how many hours you work at a pizza place. Y, the answer, is how much money you get. Now, this doesn't say, but I'm assuming we're not talking about tips and things like that, just your salary. Okay? So if I give you a number for the number of hours worked, is there only one possible answer? Or would you be able to have multiple different answers? Like if I say 10 hours worked. Correct. Whatever wage you have, let's say it's $15 an hour. If I say 10 hours, it should be $150 no matter what. So every single week, if you work 10 hours, you should have the same paycheck. But that doesn't include tips. That's why I wanted to make sure not to say anything about that. So B is a function because there's only one possible answer each time. Rowan, wake up. It's Monday morning, 8:30, 8:57. I know you guys are super excited to be here for week number 2. If it makes you feel any better, I slept through my first alarm today. I was not used to getting up early again. The weekend was golden because I got to sleep in. And then today I had to remember what it was like to wake up early. So, eating breakfast, drinking stuff, that wakes your body up. Okay, Rowan, you got chosen for the third one. Are you ready? Now it's a graph, so it looks very different. There actually is a trick on graphs. I don't know if you remember it. Would you consider this one to be a function? And I can give you some more info or leading info if you want. Would not consider it a function? Okay, how come? Or any thoughts as to why? Oh, that's not a bad thought. It's not because of the curve, but that's not a bad thought. So the x values are where you go on left and right. If I say x equals -2, how many answers for the height at -2 can you give me? Is there only one possible answer, or is there more than one? Oh, this is for anybody. I guess that's sorry. I didn't know. Does anybody know that answer? Only one possible answer. If I go over to -2 and I look above it, it's at a height of 4. So this one is a function. And in fact, I will go up on the board. Oh, I should have been having you guys come up to the board to write your answers. Or are we not there yet? I see. We have to get to words spoken out loud first. Probably. Yeah, you guys are definitely not there yet. Who knows? Maybe by December you guys will speak to me. Have you guys heard of the vertical line test? Like maybe you remember it from last year? If you have a picture, most people will take their pencil or their finger. Actually, let me draw it up here so the recording has it. The vertical line test, you take your pencil or finger and move it along, and if it only ever touches your graph at one spot, it passes, and then you would say it is a function. But if this vertical line touched twice at the same time, then you would say it fails and it is not a function. So this is called the vertical line test. And it only works on graphs. I'll be honest, you guys are sort of depressing today. What happened over the weekend? It was nice out. Is this because you are just not wanting to come back to school? You guys like school. In general, don't you? All right, glad to see you hate first hour. Should we keep going? If I ask you 0 to 5, how well you feel like you understand if something is a function, what are you going to tell me? Well, see, these markings do not indicate the answers you've been giving me, because everybody has been staring at me and acting as if they know nothing. But it was weird how many 4s and 5s I saw go up. You guys got to remember how to do school. It is interactive. Emily, we'll roll one more person. 21. Valerie, when I teach something, who am I teaching it to? Oh, okay. Like, as in, I already know it? Yeah. Yes, like when I'm speaking, it's to help you guys learn it. That's why it requires your participation. Me speaking and saying things is not for me. I've done this. I've done it way too many times. I'm old. I'm trying to help you guys remember it. So that requires you to participate. If I have to call on you guys, we will. I just want you guys to learn to be interactive, because that's kind of the only way you're going to learn in math. Have you guys taken an online math class? Okay, good. Don't. You guys remember COVID online? Math traditionally was the worst subject to do online because it requires you to be interactive. And Zoom was not great for interacting. I mean, you can, but not a single person would turn on their camera or say anything. Everybody laid in bed and just watched the teacher. You guys are going to have to eventually participate. This class will be a boring trimester if you don't. Okay. Wait, no, the homework is page 11, isn't it? Oh, yeah. I wanted to go down to here. Question number 2. We did one like question number 1 up above. Or should I have you guys try question number 1 on your own for like 2 minutes to see if you can get the answers on your own? Sure, that's not a bad plan. Why don't you guys try these 3 really fast? You don't even really have to give a big explanation or anything, just yes or no. Landon, what did you think for the first one?
No,
No? How come?
because X has 2 5s and they have 2 different answers.
Okay, good, perfect. So having 2 5s isn't like an automatic no, but because they each have different answers, it is a no. Because if I ask you to give me the answer for 5, there are 2 possible answers. So that is a no. Excellent job. Who else hasn't gone today? Brogan?
No.
No. Number of hours a person has spent writing a paper. Number of words written on the page. Why do you say that?
I don't know, it's just educated guess.
There's nothing wrong with an educated guess. Does anybody feel like they know the answer to this one? Me personally, I think it could be taken multiple ways. So, whichever way you answer, I was just kind of wanting you to say how come. Yeah.
Well, they don't like write the exact number of words like every minute. They can stop and like pause or something like that.
Okay, no, that's good. So the reason I say I feel like this one's up to interpretation is it's not super clear. Like if the same person writes a paper like 20 times and records how long it took them, would they have the same number of words after 1 hour? And the answer would probably be no, because they're all different. Some are hard to write, some are easy to write. Now, if you took this to meaning, one person wrote a single paper and recorded it along the way, then yes, the answer would be a function because every time they recorded should only have one specific answer. So it's not a very clear question. And so it depends on how you interpreted it. Okay, third one is definitely has a very specific answer. This side is pretty cut out today. Courtney,
No.
they'll call on you or no for the
The
answer?
answer's no.
Oh, okay, good. It is not a function because if I drew a vertical line right in the middle, it would touch 3 times. So it fails the vertical line test. Okay, nice job. Bailey? How, do you want me to read off the situation to this first before you answer anything? or-
Sure.
Okay. So this person goes outside their house at every single day at 2 p.m. and records the temperature. So you could say June 1st, temperature, June 2nd, temperature, June 3rd, temperature. Says describe the inputs. What would be the inputs for this one? Or the X's or what you look up?
X would be the temperature or the time.
So the 2 p.m. actually has nothing to do with it,
Oh,
other than I think they were trying to say she does it once per day.
oh,
So to me, the input would be what day of June, like June 1st, June 3rd. What you gave was the output. So the temperature is what you're recording, like the answer. So inputs would be day of the month. Outputs would be temperature. And Alize has this answer ready to go. Is that a function? How come?
Wait,
Oh, okay.
oh,
I will hold.
like,
You talked to yourself out of an answer, it sounded like.
wait, yes.
Okay, how come?
Because there's different days in June. And you don't record on the same, you don't record twice on the same day.
Perfect. That was a great way to say it there. Because you don't record twice in any day, it is automatically a function. Because if I give you a day, like June 5th, there's only one answer you can give me because she only recorded once per day. That was perfect. Good. Okay, that is our notes. You guys have page 11. Some of you are going to fly through page 11. Some of you will need some help. Not a problem. If you want to work around and move with other people, you can. While you guys are doing that, you are welcome to come up here and turn in homework if you have homework to show me.